Alright, hey guys, so today I'm going to be reviewing the Traxxas Rustler, the XL5 edition. It is not the VXL, it's not brushless, but it could easily be upgraded to a brushless system. Simply for around $100 to $150, but today we'll be talking about the XL5. So starting off, this is a very good car for the price. For $200 you can't really go wrong with the Titan 12 turn. A lot of people hate on the motor. I think it's a pretty good motor since it's cheap and it does its job, right? For 200 bucks you can't go wrong with it. I also really like the tires in the back. They have a lot of grip and they come really soft. The front tires they could work on a bit. They're okay. They do get your tread on, and they do the job. They do the job, that's for sure. Another thing I like is the ESC is fully waterproof, which is really good for kids. I'd recommend this car for like 6 and over. Like, what if your kid drives into a puddle or something like that? You know, the whole car wouldn't be screwed, right? I dropped this thing in about a foot of water all the way submerged under, and it was still perfectly fine the next day. So that just tells you how durable the car is itself. So let's just talk about what comes with the car. So you have your stock Titan 12 turn motor. You have your waterproof XL5 ESC as always. Um, the tires are pretty good. Tires comes with everything. Oil filled shocks, which is also another pro to this. We'll talk about the pros and cons in a second. So you get your PowerCell 3000 milliamp nickel metal hydroid battery that's included with the Traxxas includes for you for the Rustler. They also include the stock charger, which is honestly not worth it. So it takes 8 hours to charge your battery. So I'd definitely recommend something like this, the Traxxas Easy Peak. It charges nickel metal hydroid batteries. It takes about 45 minutes compared to 8 hours, which is outstanding. Then you get your TQ Top Qualifier remote, 2.4 gigahertz, standard Traxxas remote. I'm guessing 2010 and up, or a bit earlier, a bit later, sorry. And then you get your wonderful Traxxas Rustler body. As you see, I've bashed this thing a lot, like a ton of times. Still perfect. So now let's talk about some pros and some cons. I'm going to give 3 each and then cut the video since I don't want this video to be too long. So some of the pros are the tires. The tires are really good tires. I've been having these tires on actually for like 4 months now, and I rode it 20-25 times. That's how much times I ran it, and tires still have full tread on them, which is really good. I like the oil-filled shocks. You could get the metal hub caps, the shock caps for it. It's like 25 bucks for the set of 4. I like how the shocks are oil filled. It really helps with the performance. Sometimes they leak out a little bit, but that's okay. You just have to replace the seal. I also like the waterproof XL5 ESC. That's also a really good ESC since like it's all waterproof. You could drive it in a lake and it'll still be good. So now let's talk about some cons of the Traxxas Rustler XL5. First of all, it's brushed. You're not going to get the max performance out of it. You can't get it to its full potential. I'd strongly recommend upgrading to brushless or just going with the VXL right off the beginning. But for $200, like I said, this is a great car. Another thing I don't really like is the stock charger. They should include like at least a 3 amp charger that charges at a rate of 3 amps. It would just be better for us RC drivers. Honestly, because I can't wait 8 hours for a battery to charge. That's like a run a day. Here I have the Traxxas Easy Peak 5 amp charger, charges my battery in 45 minutes. I could just keep going out. Another con I would have to say is, I said I like the shocks earlier, but a lot of people don't like them, so I'm going to go take the other people's opinions. A lot of people say they don't like them just because they're oil filled and the oil does leak out sometimes. But honestly, that's not a big con for me. But for people, I guess it could be. It's just the seal right here. Yeah, so that's about the review for the Traxxas XL5. So let's just wrap it up. All in all, it's a good car for $200. Like I said, I wouldn't pay more than $350 for this car. Actually, I wouldn't even pay $300 for this car. $200 as it stays. If they raise the price, I would honestly upgrade to a VXL. That's just the way Traxxas makes their cars. A Traxxas motor, the Titan 12 turn is only, I think, 25 bucks off the Traxxas store, which isn't bad. That's why I like how Traxxas makes that motor cheap So if you blow it or something like that, you run it with a 3-cell LiPo, for example, and you blow the motor. Okay, not a big investment. That's about it. That wraps it up. If you want to put a brushless system on there, pay $100. Castle Creations or a Villenion system. Those are also really good systems. And I have a bunch more cars. If you guys a lot more RCs. So if you guys want to see more reviews on different kind of RCs, let me know in the comment section below. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe.